for you, and this might be interesting. So, I'm going to ask you, have you checked out the Gladiators on the BBC?
Random. Yes, I have. I like. So for the people in the Americas or anywhere else in the world that's not the UK, there was this cult TV show in the 1990s in the UK called Gladiators, and then they cancelled it. I don't know, in the 2000s, I guess, and now they've brought it back and they've kept it just as camp and over the top as it used to be. Where you have contestants fighting gladiators, and it's hosted by Bradley Walsh, who hosts everything. Go on, you had a question, sorry.
And his son.
And his son,
Yeah, so...
Barney.
Yeah, that one. But, yeah, that's right. The Gladiators is a return of a show that came between 1992 all the way to 2000 and had a lot of successful seasons, which according to the documentary is 10 times more than the American one. So, yeah, this show is based on American Gladiators. For those in the North America, they've been... Because I recently watched the documentary and talked about the American Gladiators between 1989 to 1994. Started out rudimentary, but then becomes like a much loved show in America. And yeah, there's a documentary on Netflix that talks about it, which is called Muscles of Mayhem. Check it out.
I'll have to check that out.
But yeah, basically there's a British version of a show which it's based on the American Gladiators, and it went on for much longer and had a lot of fun personalities. Yeah. And then it's been rebooted like twice. First one is like a reboot and has a lot of changes to it, and that came out on Sky in 2008. Whereas the one of the BBC, which comes out this year, is pretty much the most faithful to the original. Yeah. And it comes with original themes tune, which I totally dig. So nostalgic for it. Yeah. And it's just like, they just treating it really good. So I watched about 2 episodes, and I just couldn't wait for more, just to see the gladiators and have a lot of fun as well. Yeah. And it's really inspiring to see all those people in and like having a lot of fun.
It's a lot of fun.
As for the Welsh father and son, it's all right.
I like Bradley Walsh.
Could have been better, but then at least they just they just add the fun to the show. And also you have like the Gladiators is like really good, but it's just more like a refresh because in 2008, Wolf is like doing the lead of the pack thing. Yeah. And I think he's probably the only one who returned. But then I don't know about the recent series, but I just hope the one on the BBC continues on for many more seasons.
It seems
That's
fun.
all I could say. But yeah, go for more episodes. Yeah.
I have watched a couple of them myself. It's very silly. If people who've never heard of this show, essentially, if you've heard of Wipeout or Ninja Warrior, it's kind of like that. You got like obstacle courses and stuff, but it's usually normal everyday people versus the gladiators, which are like super fit people who are like who were in the Olympics and shit like that, and they've all got character names, which is very camp and over the top. Like the ones that I remember from watching the show, like this, like recent one, they're trying to be like Wolf from the original one, who was like the super heel bad guy. Cobra is the guy. He's like, and he's really pissed off.
It's a Viper, is it?
Viper, that's it. I thought it was called Cobra. And then there was Legend, who thinks he's really cocky, and he's like, the light's got in my eyes, and stuff like that. It's very funny, but yeah, it's very camp and very silly. And I love wrestling, and this does feel very like it feels like very much like 80s wrestling, which I'm down for. It's fun, and it's just good fun Saturday night TV. And it is fun. I have been watching it. I've only watched two. I've watched 2 of them. I think there's been like 3 or 4. I saw the first week and I saw last week's, but I didn't. I think there's one in the middle I missed. I think, but yeah, it's a lot of fun. Very silly. And I would be rubbish at it. I can probably do the ones where you run through people because I'm like a brick wall. I'm 6'5" and I'm like, bleh. So if I just run directly at someone, I'd be okay. But the other, when I actually have to like run up a treadmill or swing from something or climb a rope, then I would be in trouble. Yeah, for sure.
Oh gosh, even the most fit people have struggled to go through those things. Yeah. But to really get to be part of a gladiators, you have to like keep up with the gladiators because these gladiators they've been training for like 4 to 6 hours on like between 5 to 6 days a week.
Yeah.
I could only manage like about an hour for 3 sessions and like 3 hours.
Yeah,
I'm like, oh gosh, I feel as if I need to push myself more. But these guys are like eating, sleeping, and drinking all their exercise, and it's like it's all part of their lives. They must get fit. And wow.
The PS Transfer guys are in quite good shape. We should see if we can get one of them on Gladiators. Just nominate Davey or Phil or Spencer on there. My gut instinct was Davey, but I don't know. Spencer's quite a competitive little guy. I think he'll be up for it. And then Phil will be just like, yeah, I'm going to do it. Can you imagine Phil on there?
We did see his bare chest on one of the earlier episodes as
well. Check that out if you want. It's on their YouTube channel. Thank you for listening to the X Marks the Box podcast. Follow us at X Marks Box on Twitter or X Marks the Box on YouTube. And follow us on all audio podcast services. Thanks for listening.